inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold and things aren't going as well, you got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
They kick it out to Green. And we the third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
It's been a solid outing for Curry. He's got 14 points and 2 steals. His success in the assist department is carried over to the free throw line.
Boy, has he been steady at the helm today.
Now both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
And on the floor for Byron Scott as we get into the second half. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Russell is up there with Clarkson. And it's Hibbert in the center, locking down the middle.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark
Yes,
bringing it down hard,
yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
And Bryant kicks to Hibbert. Here's Clarkson. Buries it from three-point range. Clarkson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, with the season the Warriors put together, they came out way ahead of everybody else in the West. I mean, given how tough the West was last year, that makes their 67-win season all the more impressive. One of the best in history in my mind.
The drive by Russell. It's stolen by Green. Moving it up. Here's Thompson. That one's off. He's made 5 and missed 3 now. Outside Russell. And it's Hibbert in the corner. On the wing, Bryant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Golden State ball.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And the Lakers also making... a switch. Nance is checked in. And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here.
Yeah, you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Vasili's checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Stephen Curry is checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Russell dishes to Nance.
Larry Nance.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
And former coach of the year, Byron Scott, now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that The eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
Roy Hibbert. His second person, first team. Lakers substitution. Brandon
Now a timeout called by Golden State. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated. Rehydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And here's Bryant for three. Warriors leading by 7. It's rebounded by Bass.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount. And, you know, for Brandon Bass, such a big asset to Boston last year, and they're pushed to make the playoffs, especially after the Celtics had traded away several key veterans. His toughness, his strong mid-range game, that all helped.
Nance passes to Bryant. Shot is off. Good defense by Iguodala. Golden State's getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And Nance kicks to Bryant. Again, the miss by Bryant.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Some changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Festus Ezeli. Rush comes in for Green. And Ian Clark subbed in for Steph Curry. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Spates sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Spates has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Bass. And it's Spates with the rebound.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. And the whistle blowing. And the Lakers get called for the foul. The Warriors have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Iguodala. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Ian Clark. Here's Livingston. And he uses the glass on the layup. Livingston's got his first 2 points.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pacing.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Warriors on top. They lead by 11. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Maurice Spates out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bogut. And there's Livingston. And it's Barbosa in the 2 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And finished off by Bogut.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Good on the shot. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And the Lakers call time here. The Lakers weren't very good at all last season, Clark, and they just didn't have any teeth in their road games.
Well, you know, they shot threes on the road well, Kevin. Top percentage in the league, as a matter of fact. Still, they just couldn't hold on to leads.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Clarkson.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
Here's Clarkson. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Clarkson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the Lakers would end with a road record of 9-32. That is a franchise worst for them and sums up the year they had away from Staples.
Green dishes to Barnes. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry can't get it to go.
That's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you. You know, looking at the Lakers, a big thing for them as we get back to their road woes is they didn't win a single game on the road in their division. In a word, that's terrible.
From deep. Again, Curry missing.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Clarkson passes to Hibbert. Randall with the ball. Now Green defending. Randall kicks to Hibbert. The shot will not go. Nice D from Bogut.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his back.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Clarkson.
Warriors call a timeout.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed.
Thompson is checked in for Sean Livingston.
Checking in for your Warriors, Klay Thompson.
So it's the Warriors now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
This is to Randall. Hibbert at the elbow. Lakers working the ball around now. Inside. Here's Thompson. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
That's really the area where they like all of their shots to come from.
Down low. Here's Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And the Warriors lead by 7.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that.